When we're thinking about some supposed difference between professional and non-professional communication, there's the whole self. We want to have all of our strengths come into work. So that's important to bear in mind. But at work, often what needs to be addressed in the way people communicate is the notion of gravitas, the notion of authority. That's a different idea than gravitas and authority outside of work. Often we see people who've got a lot of authority at home come in and they don't have that authority at work. And oftentimes it comes down to the choices they're making and how they communicate. It comes down to the strength and the physical choices they make in the room. Do they shrink? Do they get smaller? Do they become submissive in the room? Sometimes you're not the highest ranking person in the room, but you don't need to shrink. You don't need to make weaker choices than you make at home or outside of work. You're making different choices. What makes you effective at home? That same thing can make you effective at work. So we develop gravitas by playing with how your voice comes across, by playing with how relaxed you are. It takes a lot of work to become relaxed, ironically. It takes a lot of practice to come across as unpracticed. Spontaneity requires a lot of inquiry into the self, a lot of self-reflection. So we do some writing. And I've learned that the more you're able to reflect on yourself, the more honest you are with yourself, the more of an assessment you take of your strengths and weaknesses in all areas of your life, the more candid you're going to be in creating a brand at work, the more adaptive you're going to be at work. And so, if you stop thinking of a distinction between professional and non-professional communication, you're going to be a lot more at ease, a lot more relaxed, and ultimately develop a lot more gravitas.